This video introduces e-Chimera, a visual programming environment for non-programmers, such as researchers in psychology and behavioral science, to design, deploy, and analyze experiments for cross-platform mobile devices. The advent of mobile phones provides unique opportunities for running large-scale, in situ, group-based experiments in the wild. However, the steep learning curve for building mobile applications makes it difficult for researchers in most fields to implement experiments for mobile phones. e-Chimera provides an easy-to-use, visual programming environment for designing, prototyping, deploying, and analyzing experiments for mobile devices. The e-Chimera environment includes three parts: the visual development environment, the runtime environment on mobile devices, and a back-end server-side interface for managing deployed experiments. The e-Chimera IDE, as shown on the screen, is based on Eclipse and features a hierarchy of graphical editors for multi-level design of experiments using a workflow editor, trial editor, and a screen editor. Alex, a researcher in psychology, wants to investigate the impact of walking on target acquisition tasks. Instead of hiring a programmer to build the intended application, Alex can create it in e-Chimera within hours. He creates screens by dragging and dropping images in e-Chimera's screen editor, similar to previous experiences with PowerPoint. He then connects screens in a sequence with mouse-click triggered transitions in the trial editor. Alex realizes that these trials need to be repeated 10 times. He doesn't want to create these screens for each time, so he sets the number of repetitions to 10 in the workflow editor. Alex creates two factors, distance and width, that change with each trial. He sets values and randomization parameters for these factors in the trial editor. While in the workflow editor, Alex previews the trial layout, factor values, and which stimulus types are used for each trial by hovering over the trial icon. When Alex is done, he builds the design, generating scripts. By adding several lines, Alex can use factor values to set the width and distance between the two bars. With a few more lines, he can add audio feedback to tell the user if he has tapped on empty space. Alex can simulate the application on his Windows host before exporting it to the target device. Now it is time to deploy the experiment. Once generated, e-Chimera code can run on iOS, Android, or Windows. A login screen prompts the user for an ID to determine the order of trials and factor values. The experiment generates a log file listing subject ID, factors, screen transition times, and click and timer events. Afterwards, log files can be uploaded to the e-Chimera server. The server can analyze experiment results. Administrators monitor target platform parameters such as OS, browser, and time zone. In conclusion, e-Chimera is an end-user visual programming environment for designing, deploying, and analyzing experiments for mobile platforms.